Hello, thanks for joining me. Oops. I have a fair size haul to share with you. I have been running around. I ran around, it's Saturday. I ran around all morning. I left the house about 6:30. I went to a church, like parking lot sale. I went to a Ronald McDonald House sale, which was crappy. I didn't buy anything. I went to a bag sale. I went to a cat charity sale, and I hit all of the yard sales that I happened to see along the way. So I'm going to share it all with you, every bit of it. This haul has very little research behind it. I am being more careful about checking comps for things, but in this case, for various reasons, there was not a lot of comp checking, and so I may live to regret it, but que sera, sera. I'm going to start with the yard sale stuff because I only got 2 items at the yard sales, even though I went to quite a few. There was one yard sale that had a lot of high end. I'll show you the video. What are the odds any of it was real? I didn't even look to see if it looked real. Anyway, all right. I got a dress. It is Calvin Klein. I am being careful with Calvin Klein, checking twice, even thrice before picking things up. But I have been struggling for finding things that are seasonal, and I thought this was good for spring and summer. It's very pretty. It's a size 8. It's a chiffon. I like that sleeve a lot. White background, lined. It has a self-tie belt, elastic waist. The bottom has a tier or flounce. So very pretty, garden party. I think this would be good for Easter, but I don't know when Easter is, so it may be too late for Easter. I'm not sure. And anyway, and it was not expensive. And the second item from the yard sale is this Coach bag. I did try to look it up. There's part of the problem with looking up things. We're already in the 90s. It's super sunny. It's hard to see the phone even because the sun is so bright. It's blinding. I was also the only one there, and she was following me around, but I don't care because I was like, I'm going to look and I'm going to see if my cousin wants this. And then I Google imaged it. And I did see some listed fairly high, but I should have looked up sold ones, but you can't really do that with Google Lens. You have to use Google Lens to find out what it is and then go into sold. And anyway, I just decided to pick it up. It's in very good condition. It appears to be quite clean. It has one spotty area right there that I will try to clean up, but it's not anything major. I believe it's from the Poppy family. So that was it from yard sales. Let's go to the church sale. It was supposed to start at 7. I got there about 10 to 7. So I just started walking around, and they weren't prepared. So I may have missed some things, but I wanted to get to the next thing. And the bag sale, I had to be there when it starts. The bags, like a yard sale, you can get there late. A bag sale, you need to get there right away. So I got, first off, this is for me. It's a Myra bag. All of a sudden I'm finding Myra bags. It was $1. It's a cute crossbody bag. So if you saw my last bins haul, I got a cool Myra tote, and I should have checked the comps on that because I paid way too much for what the comps were, but a good deal for me, and I decided to keep it. I thought this would go well inside of it. So like say you're running around all day and you've got all your stuff in your tote, but then you're going to run into the store or whatever, then I could just put my wallet in here and just take this out. But that's it. No more Myra bags for me, unless I comp them and see that they're worthwhile. This is Betsy Johnson, and I used to pick up Betsy Johnson a lot, and then I stopped because it wasn't doing well. So then I started looking up comps, and I didn't on this one. It's new with tag, and it was $2, so I figured it's a good classic crossbody bag. It's got the little, what do you call this thing? I don't know if this is original to the bag. I mean, it seems like it must be if the bag is new. Still has the tissue paper and the pretty lining. Like I said, I did not run comps as I should have, and I should have run comps on this. But to be honest, I don't mind today picking up some things that are going to be listed on the lower end, because I've been picking up a lot. I noticed a lot of my newer listings are fairly high, and those things can sit. So I do still want to carry some things at a, did I just move this? I don't know. At a, you know, a price that somebody could buy spontaneously, don't have to put too much thought into. We'll see. And my death pile is very tiny. Actually, I have no death pile. And I was supposed to go to LA at the end of the month. So I was thinking, well, I'm going to source there. I was going to go to 2 bins, but that ended up getting canceled. Long story, too much going on, not a good time. It's created some drama in the family. Then I picked up these Vionics. They're still in the box, which is helpful. They're the Uptown Ballet in size 7. A little bit on the small side, but I've got worse coming as far as size goes. They appear to be new. Look how cute they are. If these were my size, I would be tempted to try them on. The leather feels really good. I hope this is the VIO motion technology, designed with exclusive alignment technology to balance the whole you. I like these. These are $2, so no, I didn't look up comps. It's like, it's Bionic, new in box. I'll buy it. These 2 items were a little bit more pricey. I did do a quick Google search on these, and they're expensive. These are Doc Martens, but such an unusual style for Doc Martens. Still has the contrasting thread, which is important, I think. They don't look like they've ever been worn. And these are a size 8. Usually 8's a little small on me, but I'm tempted to see how these run. I don't know, what do you think? Doc Martens are not a slam dunk for me, but when I find something a little interesting like this, I will stop. And then I picked up these clearly vintage cowboy boots. I don't know if this is the original box. Is it? Toe B style elk, hickory elk. I think this is, I think that's the original box, which is very helpful. Let's see if it says anything. What did I say? Does it have a size on it? Style 110. I don't think this is the original box. The brand is Larry Mahan, M-A-H-A-N. Larry Mahan's boot collection, made in Texas. Larry Mahan was a rodeo cowboy. It's not the most wanted boot, but it's a nice color, in great condition, stacked heel. It's got this pamphlet from the Sole Leather Council. Boot care, leather quality. I think I should do okay with these. Oh, did I say what size they are? They are a size 8. Huh. So the size says B8N. So is it a B or is it a narrow? Any ideas? There's, I don't know. B8N. What do you think? I will ask AI if it has any idea what that means. I'll also try them on, because even if they're a little small, I should know if they feel narrow or not. So that is everything that I got at the church sale. I'm going to skip over the bag sale. I'll do that one last. And I'm going to do the cat charity sale. I did really want to buy some things there. They are a cat charity that my soul kitty, Izzy, was one of their cats. She was it's called the Poppy Foundation, and she was a poppy cat. So I do like to support them. So let's see what I got there. So I got another Betsy Johnson bag, and I should have looked this one up, but it has skulls all over it, and it was $3. So I just threw it in. And like I said, I wanted to support them. They also had like a bakery. They had fresh baked goods. And I felt bad that I couldn't buy any of those. But sugar, 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 sugar. It's got this little skull mirror. It's cracked, unfortunately. But if people are superstitious, they don't have to worry about it being bad luck because they didn't crack it. The person who cracked it, cracked it. It wasn't me either. So he's got the skull stitching. Comes with a natural aloe hand sanitizer. And it's got a crossbody bag as well as that bag. So I think I could sell this. It's in very good condition. It's very clean inside. There's stuff in there because I bought some stuff. This was all in the dollar pile. This is a pair of suspenders with Mickey Mouse all over it. And it is, the lady that was working in that area said it was vintage, but I don't think she really knows. It just says the Thai Works, Disney, LA, California, USA. And then it says balancing? BALANCINE. I just thought they were cool. Someone needs to bring the suspenders look back. And then I've got a couple of belts. This is Wrangler, and I believe that it's vintage. Handmade in Old Sonora, Mexico. Genuine leather, size 32. Oh! Sorry. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not editing that out. Good times. She didn't understand. She goes, there's something wrong with it. It just has this. So I told her that it's for people who have their own buckles and they put the buckle on and then snap it on. So like for cowboys who win those big buckles. Wrangler, I don't think is the best name in a belt, but this one's really nice. And it's got silver tone embellishments, a little bit of wear on that one. I was like, throw it in. We'll see. And then this one I think is really nice. The brand on it I'm not familiar with. It's called Wonder West. It also snaps. So this one does come with the with a belt buckle, but you can exchange it for your own. I think it might be new because it's got some plastic protector for the snap. There we go. Super nice buckle. Very glitzy. And it is, does it have a size? Oh, here it is, a medium, made in China, genuine leather. So not like fancy Old West brand, but very pretty and pretty substantial for a belt. We'll see what happens. And then I got shoes. Wait for these. I was standing there and I had put a couple pair of shoes, and then someone came by and goes, nobody's buying the shoes. And I'm like, I'm buying shoes. And now I'll buy even more. So these are Betty Page, shoes by Ellie. I can't remember why I got these because I looked up, there were several pair of Betty Page. I didn't buy any of the others because really the comps and even the listing prices are not great on Betty Page. A few of them are good. So I'm trying to remember if this particular pair did have good comps or if I just decided what the heck, I think they're new and I'll buy them. Or I don't know why I have these, but at least these are a size 9 because the others are not. And I'll show them to you. So these are like pinup shoes. I guess you could say they could be for strippers, but I think Betty Page she was a pinup, Betty Page. So, and it's got the box, it's got the like bag that they put it in. It's got, look at that. It's got spare heel caps. That's classy. I think it's like kind of a satin. I honestly didn't even look at the other pair to see if it was missing. I didn't look at any of these So that might have been foolish, but they were not expensive. And again, I was happy to give money to this charity and get something for it. Okay, so there are 5 more pair of shoes. I believe all of these are size 5, which is bad. But these are pleasers. And in the box, these were $65.99. Chrome. I don't know. They must have a stripper cat lover that just gives them stuff. It's got the pleaser bag, and this bag, and this bag. And I mean, they actually, I don't think they look like they've been worn, which for stripper shoes is not necessarily a good thing. Chrome and the PVC or whatever on the top. This clear stuff is very stripper. These are in good shape. I think this pair I did open up, but the others, I opened it up just to see what was in there, and then I didn't take out the second shoe, so I don't know whether they're damaged. But Pleaser is a stripper brand that can do very well, and I'm excited to find these, and I know someone who's going to be jealous. Next pair of shoes, Pleaser. These say damaged. I don't think they put that on there. I think it came from the store that way, because they also have not been worn. And these were, before they were damaged, were $169.99. Look at that. Wow. So it's missing, I did look at these. It's missing one, what do you call these? Studs? There. Like, if you were stripping any of these, is anybody going to notice that? And then this one is missing one right there. I mean, it's possible I could go to the craft store and find something like this, but I'm not going to do that. Look at that. Clear out the top. Size 5. Also has the pleaser bag. Next, more shoes. This is a pair of pleasers. Let's see what this one says. This is the black faux leather Adore Strappy rhinestone. Was $109.99. Look how they have this little hole there. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't look too closely at these. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a cage with rhinestones. Look how clean the inside is. I don't know. Maybe they don't have a stripper that donates. Maybe Pleaser donated some stuff, or a store that sells Pleaser. I don't know. And hopefully this pair, through the little bag, looks like it's in good condition. Zipper in the back. I wish they were in a size 5. And if they had been more expensive, I might have had to think a few times before I picked them up. All right, next pair of shoes. A pair of Pleasers. This is going to be a fairly long video. I'm sorry. Should I split it up? Should I do the bag sale separately? It's already no, it's been 20 minutes. Oh, well, you can just pause it and come back. These Pleasers are Flambeau or something. $72.99, but there's 2 stickers, so I think that's the sale price, and there's probably one underneath that was higher. I might try to blow dry that off to see what the one underneath says. All right, let's see what's in here. I don't even remember. Like I said, I barely looked. Whoa, that's dangerous. I think you probably need special insurance if you're going to wear shoes like this. I mean, they're taller than they are long when you're a size 5. Okay, no way these were ever worn. No way. And both of them are in their little baggie. I'm going to have this bag. So I mean, they may sit because of the size, but how could I not buy these? All right, final pair of shoes. Coincidentally, they are also pleaser. Different box. These are the sexy black patent. These were only $89.99. And yet I paid $2 more for these than I did for all those. So I sold a patent or faux patent pair of pleasers recently, and they sold pretty quickly for a good amount. I don't know if these are as good because they don't have that platform. It's not really a stripper boot without that platform. So I don't know if this was a good idea, but this doesn't look like it was ever even taken out of the bag. I didn't take it out to check and see if it's missing anything. I was just like, oh my God, look at all these pleasers. I'm taking this, I'm taking this, I'm taking this. I went a little crazy. I won't lie. Okay, so that is it from that sale. And now we have the bag sale. Okay, so this is from the bag sale. This is the bag that you fill up. And this is also from the bag sale. They have, it's in like an industrial place. So they had all the racks outside and those were all for the bag sale. So a lot of this stuff is filler because you've got to, it's not a dirt cheap bag sale. So you really want to try and get as much stuff. They're also not a charity that gets like leisure wear, jeans. There might have been 5 pair of jeans and the best was Gloria Vanderbilt. They don't get leisure wear. They don't get athletic stuff. They get business suits. They do get a lot of dresses and evening dresses. So I end up with a lot of filler. And then inside the unit was their boutique where they price up. And then it turned out there were shoes and handbags in there that were not priced up, but they don't include those in the bag sale. And I didn't get into there. You have to like put your stuff in the car because they don't let you go in there with a bag. And so anyway, I ended up with what's in here, but we'll get to that. And that's probably my favorite item of this whole haul. Okay. This item I had picked up and I put it back. But then when I went through my stuff and filled my bag, I'm like, I know I can squeeze 2 more items in here. But I didn't want to go through again because I'd gone through everything and it was hot. I mean, we're in the high 90s already. The sun, like you have to stand on one side of the racks because otherwise you're blinded by the sun. And I was just like, so I had put this back. I'm like, I have room for 2 more. I'll just go get that one. And then I got one other thing. So this is Pendleton, 100% virgin wool. Not a super old tag, I don't think. And it's a burgundy blazer suit jacket. The stuff there is pretty much always in good condition. I think I got one dress last time at Terry John that had some pulls. It was a gown and it had some pulls at the bottom. It still sold pretty quickly. It was beautiful. And who's going to see that at the bottom? So this is nice. I like this longer style. That's definitely something I was interested in when I had to wear this sort of thing. It's a size 12. So say where it was made in USA. So it is vintage. I just don't feel like if you go on the fabric label website, they have a ton of Pendletons and to tell you which, are from what period. Where shall I put this? Okay. This was also my last one when I went back and was like, I have room for 2 more. It turned out this was a suit. I didn't know that. It's Alberta McCauley, which, by the way, is an expensive brand, but I don't have luck with it on Poshmark. In fact, I have a long vest with cats all over it, and I put it on Marketplace for like $5. I can't even sell it there. So I thought it was just a jacket, and I just thought it was very unusual and very pretty. And I don't know if you can see, but this is leather here. This line. And it goes around in leather. Really cute and, just not run of the mill. But then when I went to put it in my bag, this was on the hanger inside. So it's actually a suit, a skirt suit. And the skirt, let's make sure they match because they don't always. They do. It's a size 6 pencil skirt. I did look up comps on this. They weren't great, but it is an expensive brand and it's a lot of filler. This is Lafayette 148. I could not find a bag full of, oh, this is great. I definitely have to get this. I'm not even sure there is very many that are, you know, this is great. But there are enough like, that's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. And I needed to get at least 10 items in here to make me feel okay about it, because the price goes up. It was, let's see, 3 years ago when I first noticed these, and then last year they had raised it $5. Now they put another $10 on it. I almost feel like this is my ceiling and I won't go back, but I don't know. I think I have more than 10 items, so it's really pretty. Royal blue jacket, kind of a peplum, but a high peplum. Round neck. I don't buy exposed zippers and dresses anymore, like the back zipper, but I don't know if that's a big problem for the front like this. This is a size 10. I did look up comps for this as well. I see this brand a lot, and I never remember if it's good. So then I look it up and I realize it isn't. But since I am not finding a lot that's seasonably appropriate, I saw one of these that sold for $30, and it is good for the spring and summer, so I threw it in. It's a size small, chambray, very cute, almost boho style dress. Didn't take up a lot of space. I roll everything. This nice lady who I recognized from the last one was helping me, and she was putting stuff in there and like, roll it tight. And then I'm like, I'll take it from here. And I'm stuffing and stuffing. Okay, these were a last minute throw in. I had seen it. I looked up comps. Some were good, some not so good. But then when I realized I had a little more room, I just went back and like, I'll just take them. The brand is Scott's Suede. Original washable suede, size 4. Maybe I should try these on. They're very nice. Black pants. Straight leg. Does that look like a straight leg? Slightly loose fit, straight leg. No rear, it's like a bareback, like a Western look to it. I'm kind of tempted to try these on. Washable suede. I don't know. Can I rock suede pants? I had a pair of brown suede pants forever. Literally forever. I think I wore them once, but it was difficult for me because I just am not that kind of a person. Okay, somebody wanted this. It was on my rack, and Donna said, "Are you taking that?" I said, "Yes." And she turns to a woman. She goes, "She's taking it." The brand did not sell me on this. It is Giorgio, made in Cyprus, 100% wool. I have a Giorgio sweater that's been listed for years, but it could just be the sweater because it's not like an amazing sweater. This is not only 100% wool, double-breasted coat, but it is maxi length. And you just don't find those that often. I think it has such a great, look. It can be sort of goth almost, or matrixy. And it's got this little back pocket. If this was black, well, I mean, not back pocket, that, what is this called? I have looked this up before, this little piece of belt. Oh, well, whatever. It's a semi-belt. Size 12 long. Oh my goodness, 12 long. So this did take up quite a bit of room, and yet I still managed to get more than 10 items. So I don't know how many, because I haven't actually done a count. It's sort of a speckled blackish, it looks like black speckled with an auburn color. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. The reason why I bought this is the brand is Morgan and Company, which is not spectacular, but I just sold a Morgan and Company like full length dress on Depop for a good price. So I was like, okay, the style is what sold it, and I thought this was really pretty. I can say Y2K. I can see that it's the same company. This one's not full length, but it's so pretty. Got a kind of a Marilyn Monroe over the like vent thing where it blows up, cut to it there. I think this will look very pretty on my mannequin. I was just talking about this brand and how I find so much of it. And it doesn't do as well as it should. And I like it. The brand is Wilson's Leather. because I used to go to the Wilson's Leather Outlet all the time in Burbank. And if I found a jacket for $60, I thought I had scored big time. So naive. I did see a few of these listed for very high. I can tell it's not like the finest suede in the world. I'm not even sure it's suede. Maybe it's kind of a nubuck, but it's rough. Not suede. I don't know what to call it. With all this fringe. The two I saw, one was listed for over 100, and I think the other one, which was new with tag, was listed for over 200 on eBay. I did not look any further because I wanted to buy it, and I figured, well, how bad can it be? I don't know. Okay, this is a two-piece. So this brand, the first time I bought it was at this very same bag sale. Not the last one, but the one before, I think. It is Carmen Mark Valvo, and it was a gorgeous, just black beaded top. And I may have priced it too low. It sold very quickly, full price. But I was happy. It was a good profit. And then I bought another dress, and I don't think it was at the bag sale by this brand. It also sold fairly quickly. It was listed for less because it wasn't as amazing as that other one, but sold quickly for a decent price. So it's got a little short bolero jacket, black with beads, and a sleeveless dress, long dress. So formal. The fabric's almost like a neoprene. It's that like sturdy fabric. And it is a size 6. Ooh, I should try this on. 6 is usually big on me, but I probably won't try this on. I can't imagine having an occasion to wear this. That's something too. What's this? See, I'm rolling everything. Oh, I picked this up and I put it back, and then I went over a rack, and then I'm like, let me go and take it. I can always put it back later because, like I said, it isn't easy to find enough really great things to put in this bag. I have not had luck with clothes by this designer. This is Kate Spade. And I went back and I'm like, I'm going to take this and think about it. And someone's like, oh, that's so cute. You don't have to think about that. It's beaded. I think I have a tunic, Kate Spade tunic that's all beaded like that. I'm not a fan of the beadwork. That's pretty heavy, but at least you don't need a necklace. So it's like an LBD, little black dress. And this one is a size 12. It says Kate Spade, New York, look for the silver lining. Oh, I'm almost done. And I'm going to be doing some editing, so it'll be even shorter than I think it is. I found an amazing St. John skirt suit, but it had a red tag that said 125. So in good conscience, I couldn't throw it in my bag. I was just like, I think this might be in the wrong place. And they're like, oh, that is in the wrong place. And then I found another dress that was in the wrong place. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want this out here. I didn't want the other one. So, but anyway, you got to do the right thing. This is St. John. It's just a jacket. It's got pockets. So if you don't know, there's a Facebook group, St. John's for dog shows. And they like the little pockets because you put the dog treats in there. I don't think I still follow that group. I don't know. What is that fabric that they're known for that people keep saying this is the blah, blah, blah fabric? Catalina? No, I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is, so I don't know if this is it. But it's St. John, which can be iffy, but at this bag sale, obviously, I was happy to pick it up. And you know what? They probably just missed it because they priced St. John up no matter what it is. So this was probably not supposed to be there either, but it didn't have a red tag on it. So it didn't even occur to me to say, you might not have wanted this out here. So I took that one. 3 more pieces. Okay. I've never picked up this brand and I've heard it from other people. It is Favorite Daughter. And it's a pair of just business pants, which is not a style that I would normally buy. But since I have never picked up this brand, and when I quickly looked at listing prices of basic favorite daughter pants, it was pretty good. They weren't like $20, that's for sure. They feel really nice. They've got, you know, they've got some weight to them. They're not flimsy. And these are a size, size 16. It says Collection Navy. So I don't know if Collection is the style name. I don't know. What it is does not thrill me, but I'm happy to try a new brand. And remember, filler. This is a brand I've not typically done well with, and I don't ever pick it up anymore. I just pass it by, Joie. But it is 100% linen and very pretty and very seasonably appropriate. So for all those reasons, I now own it. And it's a size small, and no way I wouldn't keep this if it didn't sell. It's a bit of a tunic. It's not super long, but it has the little vents so that it lays better. And one last item. It's a brand I've never found. And when I was at the bins with my bins buddy last time, she found it and she said, I like this, but I don't know the brand. I'm like, oh, I think that's a good brand. I see it on videos all the time. And it was like, you know, here I am knowing all this. And she just randomly picks it up without even knowing. I'm happy for her. But so this is that brand, and I felt like I've got to pick it up then, because now at least I have had one. It's packed, size small. Now, I don't know anything about made in India. I don't know. It's not like, from what I understand in videos, it's not like this huge bolo or anything. But it can do well, and I feel like it's organic, but I'm not sure. Short sleeve dress, also appropriate for the season. It's got a waist there and a quite long midi length skirt. Stretchy. I could wear this. It'd be a good pool dress, or actually it's maybe too nice to be a pool dress. So that is everything. I'm happy because, like I said, I had no death pile, and now I do. But yard sale season is, there's a community yard sale next week I'm going to. There should be a lot more. There should be a lot of yard saling. I have enough now to last me for quite a while. So I'm very happy about that. What do you think? Oh! I ended the video and forgot about these. Okay, so after I paid for my bag, I put it in the car and I went in and I'm looking, and the expensive stuff, well, they pretty much just put all the coats and jackets on an expensive rack and don't include them in the bag sale. And there weren't many good brands. And then there were some expensive bags that, you know, that they overcharged for. But then they had some regular bags that were no good, and shoes. Anyway, what I think is they don't get resellers at this sale for the most part. I have never noticed anyone with an IKEA bag, for one thing. Of course you wouldn't, because it's a bag sale. But I don't see people on their phones like checking comps and everything, besides me, and even I don't do it that much. So clearly, if there were resellers there and they had gone in, there's no way these shoes would be there. Are you ready? This is my favorite find of the day. Look at these interesting shoes. And the big reveal. They're John Fluvog. John Fluvog. Look how cute this is. It says, yes, you are. You're super cute. I said so, John Fluvog. They're size 8. Is that, I can't tell if that's focusing, but that's what I paid for them. $10. And I mean, look at the bottom. Tell me these have ever been worn. No, there's no way these have ever been worn. At least not on anything other than carpet. So no, I didn't look up comps, and maybe I'll look up comps before I publish this or release this. But I'm so excited about these. Okay, now that's the end. Thank you. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you do like reseller content, and I will hopefully see you on the next one. Bye.